there, thanks so much for joining me. I'm Kira Woods and this is your monthly forecast for May 2015. Thanks for joining me. I'm just giving the cards a quick shuffle and I'm going to select some cards to have a look at this month. Okay, so what's on here? First card we're going to draw is the Nine of Pentacles. Oh, another Pentacles, 10. Whew. Okay, well, definitely about material information this month. And the Knight of Wands, lovely. And I'm going to draw a helper card. So this is a major arcana. Okay, lovely. So let's just make sure this is all nice and clear and easy for you to see. Alright, so let's have a look here. So a helper card, as I said, we've drawn is the number 6. A major arcana, and it's the Lover's card. Lovely card. You know, whenever I see this in a reading, most people, they take a deep breath and go, oh, wow. You know, it's a card about harmony. It's about balance. It's about bringing together the opposites. It's about bringing goodness and higher self into our daily lives. It brings about abundance. Whenever I see the Lovers, you know, I think to myself, okay, what is spiritual? What is my higher self, or what is my inner wisdom wanting to say to me? You know, it's definitely, you know, if I look at these two figures here, they're both free, they're vibrant. It's definitely bringing about messages of love and cooperation and unity. You know, it's about the union of heart and head and heart, you know. For many could say the masculine and feminine side of how we think about things and how we create and interact with the world. It's also bringing about messages about innocence and beauty and union, close relationships, personal beliefs, you know, all of that's coming into play here. And so as a helper card, what I see this is that this is the overarching energy of the month. So as you have particular situations, opportunities, interactions, be mindful of, are you coming from a place of harmony? Are you coming from a place of bringing together innocence and beauty, head and heart in balance, you know, acknowledging the importance of both, understanding when we engage in the world that we need to bring our head and our heart equally into play. It's important around, you know, being true to our word and making and keeping promises. Also with the Lovers there, we're definitely being told that we're going to be asked to make decisions. So definitely this month of May is going to be a month about decision making. And it's about decision making with clarity of understanding about action and consequences. You know, it's about knowing that whatever action we take, there will be an outcome, there will be consequences. And does that fit with what we want? Are we coming, you know, approaching it from our being the best we can be? Is that the approach? And therefore we will bring to us, draw to us the best that possibly can come. So as I now look at each of the weeks, so keep that sort of in mind. I'm going to look, so we're going to think of this as, you know, week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. And we're going to, and to me, but it's also the combination of all the weeks coming together. So the energy is not stagnant. It's not like, oh, week 1 is just this. And particularly since we've drawn 3 Pentacles, definitely Pentacles, material, wealth, income, resources, engagement with our physical world is going to be important this month. And so with that Lovers card, again, you know, it's like, is all that in harmony and in balance? Is that the how we want to engage the world? So beginning of the week, beginning of the first week of the month, we've got this lovely 9 of Pentacles. You know, I always smile when I see the 9 of Pentacles. And so all over this month, it's going to be a month to definitely smile a lot. But the 9 of Pentacles, you know, particularly for someone like myself who's in private practice and private business, it's like, you know, it's shining a light on that, saying, okay, things are going well. Stay focused as to what you're working on. You haven't reached the end of the goal, but you've definitely made some good strides forward. And so you look at this wonderful figure, this elegant woman, and she's got, you know, obviously got some success around her, but she's also remembering to pay homage to the things that are beauty in her life. And so that is what this card is reminding you. So, you know, it's okay, even though we're striving towards our goals, we have things that we're working on, we definitely need to engage in our material world. We, you know, there's always bills to pay and so forth. Remember to also take a moment to pamper yourself, or to remember the beauty that's around you, and that's okay. Also, she's reminding you, I always think when I see her, she definitely is a woman who is elegant. And that elegance is reminding us that it's important to have grace in how we interact in the world, and to bring about sort of grace and diplomacy. You know, to stand tall, to show leadership, to celebrate our success, but with an element of grace and diplomacy in how we interact with others. If you are in private practice, this card is definitely going to indicate this is going to be a good week for you to really make some strides forward in terms of building your independence, your own sense of wealth and security, to shine and show your leadership. You know, to embrace any opportunities for recognition around what you've achieved, to embrace your leadership. To maybe engage in some ways of maybe increasing your financial resources and your material abundance through self-effort, through your own self-interest, through that which you have to offer to others. You know, it's definitely an opportunity to shine in terms of self-reliance. As you move into the second week, the Ten of Pentacles is coming. So again, this theme of Pentacles. Now, the Ten of Pentacles is saying, okay, in the areas that you have achieved, it is important to remember those around you, and to remember we're all a part of a bigger picture, that we're part of a community, we're part of family. And whatever that definition of family is for you, we're all a part of society, and that is an important thing to remember in terms of our material wealth, our material achievements. You have this card saying there's an element where you have come to completion, and often with completion, it's like celebrate that as part of getting ready to move forward. You know, it's around, definitely this card is saying focus on family, focus on your community, focus on those around you, your extended family. Pay attention to your role in the society, in the picture of society, and where you fall. It's about honouring history and your part in history, that you're a long chain of connectedness to your tribe, you know, and the generations that have come before. It is also reminding you that about sustainability of your future, and to be mindful are your short-term benefits a part of or are also important and a part of your long-term, and the long-term benefits, that accumulation that we have throughout our life. The Ten of Pentacles is also very much reminding us around giving and receiving, just for the shared joy of giving. And so particularly situated here with this 9, it's like part of evolving as human beings is around knowing that we need to share, and we need to exchange, and we need to be, there are times for giving, there are times for receiving. As we move into week 3, we've got the King of Pentacles. Okay, so this theme of Pentacles again, you know, and I was going to say mixed in with this harmony and balance and beauty and wisdom of the lovers. The King of Pentacles is saying, okay, you know, this is around worldly success, you know, in terms of, you know, all things in life. We've all achieved certain things in our lives, and it's around, through that satisfaction of achievement, is around building security for others around us. It's like being the good provider. You know, the King of Pentacles wants to share, wants to improve the quality of life of others around. It's also reminding us that to find fulfillment in the creative things that you engage in, the business adventures or investments or creative activities, but be mindful of the responsibility of paying attention to that and how it impacts with others around you. So again, looking at that, same as the Ten of Pentacles, looking at that, our place in the tribe and our role of being the provider. The King is also wanting to remind us, though, that, you know, in terms of we're focusing on our future goals, we need to be mindful of our day-to-day affairs and to be both competent and efficient in how we engage those. And remembering that that is a part of being responsible. And within that, then we will find the time and the resources to be able to give to others around us, to be the king or to be the leader, to show leadership. Because actually a manager. It's like that you know, the King of Pentacles is the natural born manager, in the terms that they're really good at managing a situation. And of course, being a court card, we're saying this is either, you know, yourself coming forth, you know, being a really good at realizing perhaps things that need to be modified in your day-to-day activity to the benefit of everyone around you, and really showing that really strong management skills. You know, it's also the King of Pentacles is reminding us about the tried and true tested way of doing things. You know, that part of success is honouring that which has worked before. Particularly, I'm thinking, coming with the Ten of Pentacles next before, that's quite a strong message. So, you know, if you have achieved success in methodically going about something the way you have, that's a good thing, and keep doing it. So if it's you're doing your taxes at the moment, or if you're working on your accounting or your finances, and you find that you've got a really good way of doing it, you've got an approach that has worked, you know, follow through with that and share that with others, because that might be a really good method for them as well. The King of Pentacles in play here for this week is also wanting to remind us to remain real and strong in our practical world, and that it's important that there are times in our lives when we stay practical, and particularly since we've gone 3 Pentacles in the first 3 weeks of this month, balanced with the Lovers card, it's a very strong message around having balance and harmony in your practical world. What is the practicalities? You know, yes, we want to dream. Yes, we want to focus on our future. Yes, it's important to see our vision of our future, but remembering that there has to be an element of practicality and practical focus in order for the actions that we put into play to have the consequences that we want. You know, so sort of there are always consequences to every action. Going into the last week of the month, there's a slight shift in the energy here. Well, we've brought in now our Wands energy. And so we've got the Knight of Wands. You know, this Knight of Wands, you know, is the absolute visionary, in the sense that once they get an idea in their head, there's no stopping them. And again, it's a court card. So this is either you or someone around you, but it's important to the situation at hand for you. So when the Knight of Wands comes, it's either you or someone else really has decided they want to pursue an idea. Again, as long as that's within balance and harmony with your overall goal, your overall how you fit and what is working for you and the consequences that will come from that action, that's brilliant. But be mindful that sometimes if we're overly enthusiastic and we act before we think, sometimes we can have the outcome that is not quite the desired outcome we want. But with the King of Wands here, the Knight of Wands here, you're definitely going to be able to tackle and manage any challenges that get in your way. And then with doing that, you'll also be able to help others, particularly with the Knight of Pentacles there as well. So it's like, stay focused on that, be mindful of the big picture, and use this wonderful burst of energy and enthusiasm and ability to just, run with it, to really thrive with this wonderful pursuit of this new idea that you have. It's like be that pioneer within the awareness of the calculated risks that come from being a pioneer. It's like channel your ambition type concept. Also, with the King of Wands, this card coming here can indicate that there may be an unexpected event or situation that will come into your life quite quickly, or as I said, not just unexpectedly, but quite out of the blue, and that you'll need to put a lot of time and effort into it. You will find yourself needing to be very busy around giving it your full attention, and knowing that you need to perhaps balance a few things to also maintain other things in your life, the day-to-day functions that also need to keep going at the same time. This Knight of Wands might also indicate that an opportunity has come for you to change residence or a new job or some sort of living arrangement, particularly with these 3 pentacles in play, and the Knight is looking at these pentacles. I think you're going to find that you've having some opportunity where some financial reward has come along, or you've been able to rejuggle your budget or your finances, and now that's opened up the door for you to move to some sort of new living situation that you see on the horizon. Again, is it a good thing? Yes, if it's in balance and harmony and with your higher self and your both head and your heart playing a role in the decision making. So it's like, yes, make the decision. So it's coming back to the balance of all of this with what your head and heart feel and know that is true, and understanding and acknowledging that the action you will take will have consequences. So embrace this high energy, this wonderful enthusiasm and optimism that will come with this fabulous Knight of Wands. Celebrate in the opportunities and the fun that will come with it. And, enjoy, be there for others, particularly when you're in this Knight of Wands mode. Be mindful of also being there for others around you. Embrace family, embrace your tribe, celebrate the things that you have achieved, accept the recognition, be there for others in terms of being a good manager and providing that security as you are able to within the balance of what your head and heart is telling you is the right way to go about it. So I hope you find that really useful. Thank you for joining me on my channel today. If you'd like a private reading, please go to my website at www.carolwoods.com. If you'd like to catch up with me on my Facebook page, please do so. It's Carol Woods Tarot. Please share, like, subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you with my, if you haven't, check out my weekly tarot forecasts as well as future monthly ones. Thanks very much for joining me, and have an absolutely fantastic month. Thanks very much. Bye.